what they saw against us on defense is they started to exploit some of our weaknesses, started picking on a couple of guys that we know had just got back, might have needed some help, some young guys. And so what we was doing is we were not very good in communication, passing off when we were trying to banjo guys, mainly playing inside out on guys. The communication was breaking down. And I think that's what they did. They kind of seen that part of it, and they just, took it to us. Another thing, just as far as should have had the spy on that fourth down with Josh Allen. We should have known that if anything, he's going to keep the ball in his hand and try to make a play. And so I think we did a good job as far as covering, but we didn't do a better job of covering him. And so I don't know if that was something else going on and just miscommunication, but we should have did a much better job. Them scoring 30 points is the first time we gave up over the 28. Since you said, I forgot how long it's been since, it's been that long. I don't remember how long it was, Marcus, to be honest with you.
30 plus games or something now.
Geez, that's incredible. So we understand that there's some things that we gotta shore up for sure, and we'll get there.
Yeah, the last time we gave up 30 points in a game was a Super Bowl against the Eagles, 35 points. That was playoff game. But the last regular season game where we did that was October 2nd, 2022, the Sunday night game against the Buccaneers, when we gave up 31 points that game. We won that game, but we won 41-31. So it's been a long time.
Some of the issues that was presented to us this week, if we had to deal with somebody like Josh Allen and we had to deal with somebody like Lamar, coming into the playoffs, what do you do? How do we attack those guys? And so, and we'll go into maybe some of the things, the weaknesses, some of the things that I did see, and I'll talk about it. I'll talk about, some of like our corner play, like with those guys, like Amari Cooper came back, he's a little banged up, he made a couple of catches. But what I did see is they were doing a good job just getting the matchups that they needed. And then they just started going after it. They was, when it was, guys switching out, whether it was on the safety, they had Shamari Commerce that was covering, Shakir and all those. Like, I'm like, why is he on these guys? Like, the safety should be on like tight ends, running backs and whatnot, or like your slower wide receivers. Now, maybe that's why Curtis Samuel had the game he had. That was his first touchdown for the season. Can you believe that? Curtis Samuel's first touchdown came against the Chiefs in week 10 for us. That's crazy, So,
yeah, I hadn't seen him be utilized like that all season long for Buffalo up until this game.
Yeah, his last two games, because of injuries, I think they've really thrusted him into like a much larger role. He had 8 targets last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnson was attacked too. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, Johnson. Now Z2. It seemed like we gave up a lot of cushion to Hollis. Mac Hollis. I'm sitting there like, wow, we shouldn't be giving up that type of, but you seen that was that combination. It was Connor and Najee on the outside. I'm just like, what are we running? And I seen where we ran the cover 2. We got behind that, threw it to Curtis Samuel. It just seemed like that Josh was able to see what we were doing kind of defensively, and they took advantage of it. And I know in the helmet, they was like, look, we got 13 over here. We got 27. Like, we need to go after them. And so we'll get better from it. So
you kind of mentioned, JD, was one of the things I want to talk about was the no spy at the end of the game, 4th and 2. Everyone, it seemed like everyone at home, everybody on Twitter, everyone on X, everyone knew that this is the play they're going to let Josh Allen have the ball in his hand. Josh Allen was going to put on the cape and play hero ball for this specific play. They weren't going to give it to anybody else. It was going to be him. He was going to do something here.
Yeah.
And to not have a spy on him, it's just like, this is sometimes, and I get it, everyone's a coach on the couch, right? But like sometimes it's like one of those things, like if everyone at home is saying like, look, Josh Allen's going to do what he's going to do here. He's going to play hero ball with it. But yet on this play, our guys, the ones that matter, Spags is not calling a spy for Josh Allen this play. And then on top of that, the tackling on that play was appalling. I mean, he wanted it way more than our guys wanted it. It was pretty dang clear. Nobody wanted to touch him. But what do you think Spags is seeing there to not call a spy on that play? I mean, what's defensively, scheme wise would it be make sense for him not to call a spy on that play?
I don't know. I'm not saying he might have. I'm sure Spags won't go in there and not calling it. So I don't know if somebody they missed their assignment, maybe got stuck on one side, because that's why I was wondering, like, okay, I know we've gone into the game knowing we're going to spy, Josh Allen, especially in a situation like that. Heck, we called a timeout before then, so we would know, hey, watch Josh Allen, 4th and 2, he's going to try to run it with his legs. I'm thinking 100% that's going to happen. 100% that's going to happen. So I don't know if somebody got stuck, got caught. I
thought it was happening on third.
Huh?
I thought it was happening on 3rd down. Marcus and I were talking. I was like, oh, Allen's keeping this. And when they handed it off, they were going for on 4th. He was definitely they weren't going to not give him an opportunity on a 3rd and 4th and short. There's no way. So the fact that he didn't keep it on 3rd means he was definitely going to keep it on 4th. Like, no question about it.
Yeah. I agree with you. So I don't know. I don't know if it was just bad communication. I'll go back to it when I go over the film, when I grade it and actually get to talk about that play, extensively. But I would bet you going into the game, you're going to have a spy on Josh Allen, especially in those situations like that. So I don't think that was oversight by them at all. I think somebody just missed their assignment. And that could happen. Somebody could get caught like, oh, well, I think we got him. And then all of a sudden he takes off. But it was atrocious, the tackling. Like arm tackles, missing, like guys, like I said, they feet going after this guy, Bolton, just kind of, try to knock him off the track, man. You got to get a guy like that down. And my thing is, if you hold him to a field goal, that's what you really want. You want to hold him to a field goal. No, don't let him score. Hold him to the field goal. That was it. That was the plan. And so when you do that, we go down and score. I would put it on us all the time.
Come on, baby, go. Yes! That's a first down. This football season, I'll be putting down normal sodas like Coca-Cola for Olipop. Olipop offers a healthier alternative with its low sugar content and natural ingredients.
Olipop is more than just a drink. It's a wellness companion that supports your digestive health. Packed with prebiotics, this fizzy elixir helps promote good bacteria in your gut, leading to improved digestion and overall well-being.
So go ahead, click the link in the description and use promo code SODALOVE and get your can of Olipop so you can enjoy the game guilt-free. Go Chiefs.
Use the promo code SODALOVE for 15% off now.
JD, you talked about the cornerbacks kind of getting eaten alive today. The big thing today that stood out was 3rd down. So he did a great job of getting them to 3rd down, 3rd and longs.
Yeah.
But once they got a 3rd and long, it didn't matter if it was 3rd and 2, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 12. They were converting 9 of 15 in the game today. At the end of the game, they didn't convert 3rd and 2. They go to 4th and 2. They get that. But 9 of 15 on 3rd down. And, you got Khalil Shakir, who – all right, kudos to him. He caught some really tough balls today where he was catching and getting nailed, and kudos to him for stepping up for them. But I mean, what does that say to you, JD? Is that when we're kind of talking about the pressure, not getting the pressure back there, just giving too much cushion out there? What is it? I mean, I know a lot of Chief fans like to point to number 32, Nick Bolton, as a part of the reason why we're doing what this was happening today. But because I saw a lot of Nick Bolton hate on the timeline. Just for some reason, whenever we lose or having a bad game, 32 is getting this number thrown out there. But JD, what do you kind of chalk up this 3rd down stuff today to?
Selective hate is what that is. Nick Bolton, really, and a lot of it was the safeties been able to come down and recognize immediately who you have. Cook should have had him on that 1st down when he smacked him. Cook's supposed to recognize that he has him immediately, so he should have been down like in that junction in the area, and he just didn't cover him fast enough. But that's recognition. That's another thing we talk about, recognition and communication. And so those guys got to know it immediately. And it's also to awareness to know exactly where the 1st down mark is. Like if you know you're supposed to meet him right there, like be Johnny on the spot, be right there. And so we're just a step behind today, defensively. So it was all of that, Marcus. I think it was the pressure not getting there, putting on Josh, but guys not communicating, being in the spot where they needed to be. And they exploited it. They exploited it. They got lucky. That they was able to catch some footballs. His wide receivers done a much better job than what I expected. So hats off to them, man. Buffalo played a good game. Good game.
I also think, contrary to most Spags games, we get better throughout the game. The fourth quarter was like our worst against the Bills, and that's not something we're really used to a lot. Although in the recent weeks, we have seen that more and more. We talked about this. The Bucks, we gave up 17 in the second half. Last week, Knicks kind of carved us up kind of throughout the game. Yeah. And then this week, we gave up 14 in the fourth, highest all season. I put that directly on the third downs. I mean, overall third down, they had as many almost as many third down conversions as we had attempts. So that just shows you like 9 to 10 how much they had. But if you look at the third and shorts, we did a good job, Mark, like you said, about giving them third and long. Mostly in the first half, though, they were 5 and 6 on third downs of 1 to 3 yards, but 4 of those came in the second half. So they were taking a lot of those third and longs they had in the first, and they were third and shorts. Even in that last long drive they had, the 10-play, 83-yard, they only had 2 third down attempts. They weren't even getting the third down anymore in that drive. One got wiped out by the PI, and the other one was a 3rd and 1, which, I mean, they're going to get, right? If they don't, they're going to go for it on 4th and get it. So it doesn't even matter. It's like 2 chances with Allen on 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1. They're going to get it. So I think that was a huge difference that they knew, like, okay, we need to stop getting – they got lucky in the first half getting those 3rd and 8s, 3rd and 9s. They got a lot of those, and they shouldn't have. That was really fortuitous of them. But they were like, okay, we need to adjust something to get more on 1st and 2nd and make these more manageable third. They did, and they got them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were just giving up, man, on which we shouldn't have. Too much cushion, and I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, man, what are we playing over here? Is this zone, cover 3? How much cushion are we giving up on guys? And we shouldn't be giving that much cushion up on cover 3. We shouldn't. We had somebody in the flat, somebody who's covering deep. So that all those things should have been right there. And we looking at the linebackers should be playing hook curl. I mean, that's just what it is. But I'm gonna go back to Office Lee Matthews sitting over saying, if we can't hang 30 plus on Carolina, then we should worry. We need a major get right and confident game. Look, let me say this. I don't want us to start trying to compare ourselves because Lee said this. Lee, and I'm not really singling you out, but I'm speaking to you, what you addressed. We don't have to be the Ravens of Detroit. We don't have to be those guys. We don't have to win the same way that they're winning. We don't have to put up 30-some points every game. That's maybe that's just not our ball game, how we do things. It looks good to, score a lot of points. But like I said, in the end, if it don't win you games, it don't get you further than what you need to get to, what difference does it make? It looks good for a second. We seen the Dolphins put up 70 points last year on, who was it, Denver? How far they get? They had to come into Kansas City, ran into a buzzsaw twice. So I don't care about it. I don't care about it whatsoever. As long as we sitting over here, we getting those wins. And what we need is we need convincing wins. That's one thing I will agree with you on. But we need to do a much better job. But I could care less if we putting 40 or 50 points up on teams.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.